What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are here for episode 12 of our Madden 25 Pink Slips franchise mode, where we are in the 2013 regular season, and we are starting right away with the big upgrade from last episode that you guys had to vote on. Unfortunately, a lot of the top recommendations I could not follow because we only had a +8 upgrade from our win over the Arizona Cardinals, and a lot of the comments, even the one I'm going to vote to include here, was operating on a +10. But it's felt like the most consistent upgrade that was an option was spending 5 of our 8 to send the old Dick Marshall over and bring back Jimmy Smith. Our corners, I mean, Marshall, that is our highest rated corner. So to spend 5 points and get an 83 in Jimmy Smith and get a couple years younger, that just felt like the right type of move. We're only going to spend 7 of our 8, unfortunately, not a clean upgrade. And we're going to get Colin Jones, who's part of our exciting whites, at safety. But we're going to be able to get 3 years younger, get a same dev trait, both on star dev. And Vaccaro obviously has a little bit higher ceiling. Last episode was great, though. We started the season 4-0. I think that might be the second time all series that we've had a perfect episode. And we're going to try and replicate that here again today. I want to go undefeated. We're at that time right now, as far as like Pink Slips is concerned, that our team is good enough to be considered one of the best in the NFL. Our offensive line is as good as any offensive line in the league. Our skill position players are still really damn good, even though pretty much every opportunity that I can potentially upgrade on Dwayne Bowe, I'm going to try and take that. We have more than enough talent at wide receiver. Our run game is as good as any team in the league. We are holding on hope that the ageless wonder Tom Brady continues to play and not retire, as we don't have a successor in place. Defense, with the addition of Jimmy Smith, who is now our corner one, you pair that with rookie Honey Badger, you pair that with rookie Jordan Poyer, that defensive front led by Fletcher Cox, the linebacking core where we have Levante David. Von Miller is an unstoppable juggernaut. Kenny Vaccaro is now a starter with exciting white Tom Nelson. There's clearly areas that we could get better at. But as far as like a base team is considered, I've won Super Bowls with less. So the fact of the matter is we are on borrowed time with Tom Brady, and I would be pretty frustrated if he retires before we get a Super Bowl ring. Before you even go on a Super Bowl run in the playoffs. Made the playoffs last year, we're 1 and done in the first round. Don't want that to happen. But we went 4-0 to start this season. I'm optimistic that we are going to be regarded, when all is said and done, as one of the best teams in the NFL, if not outright the #1 team in the NFL. And we gotta bring the pain as we start this episode week 5 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ain't a bad team. Wouldn't argue that they're a particularly good team. They feel like a team that's, 2-2. Absolutely right in line. They got Josh Freeman at quarterback, Garrett Blunt running back. We got DeAndre Hopkins as a rookie. Ooh, that would be an interesting player to potentially steal away. Tell you that right now. Looking elsewhere, not much on the O-line defensively. Nice players for sure, but I'm looking at like who I can get my old sticky fingers on and steal away. Can't beat adding DeAndre Hopkins to this wide receiver room. Oh, beauty, beauty, beauty. Saw the comments last episode. A lot of people agreeing with me. Why is Tom Brady throwing all these picks? I'm glad you guys are seeing it my way. He needs that pressure. He needs to bring the pain. All right, we're back. Literally just had my old man call me and talk my ear off that whole drive. And I was able to lock in and get us into the red zone. Oh, we got to finish this drive off, man. Can't lose to the... I'm looking at the schedule here. At home against a $500 team. I will go for this on 4th down. There's no way they stop us all 4 times. I just bragged that my offensive line is one of the best in the league. There we go. Opening drive score, Vegas Raiders. And we look at the backfield, Justin Forsett. I'm fine with that. Right now, that is our score. I'll burn a timeout here. We need to get him for this long, methodical drive. His 2nd touchdown and bank half star. I'm going to look for him quick out the backfield. Let's go. Cash in some pink scoring right there, baby. Damn. First time they've got us off the field. Credit where credit's due. Hell of a way to start the second half. Defense would be nice. They can help us out with a little scoring here. What's Von Miller saying? 3rd and 11. They ain't got a great offensive line. Jimmy Smith. That gotta be a pick. Boom. Jordan Cameron again. Dog, dude. They're not even... You gotta press that man. Only 100 yards away for Tom Brady. Gets some pink scoring for 300 yards passing. 3rd and 3. Gonna try to get this on the ground. 4 down territory, I think. Oh, look at that. Look at the way that is blocked. That's a great tackle. If that guy doesn't make that tackle, he had to get off that block as well. We're in the end zone right now. I do think we'll go 4 down territory here. They have not offered a single thing to threaten our defense. And if we can go up 21, that's a full star. We win by 21. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why did Tom Brady do that? Snap the ball, Tom. He's thinking in his head, like, avocado toast. That'd be good. And then 0's on the clock. 3rd and goal on the 11. At least we got a slant. And we get... Fuck. You know what? Called my bluff. Take the points, kick it. I don't know. This is one of those ones where, like, I feel like they're likely in 4 down territory. Also, we're beating them so bad, they might just punt it and, like, just start waving the white flag here. That is a horrific throw by Josh Freeman. Pretty much all we've seen all day. Jimmy Smith strapping down Desmond Briscoe, and they're going to go for it. I respect that aggressiveness. Especially on the road, just as easy for them to be like, it's not our day. Just kick it and get out of here. Oh, I'd like to see maybe make a play on the ball there, Honey Badger. Go right ahead of the 2-minute warning. We find Jordan Cameron. And if this scoreline holds, we might have a chance at a 5-star. Maybe. Comical how I can't get a pick. Comical. It's fucking hilarious. But a win's a win. We move to 5-0 on the season. A shutout victory. Could be an interesting score. It's either it's going to be we're going to make a 5-star with ease, or it's going to be agonizingly short by like 4.5 stars, something like that. But win's a win. At least we didn't lose a player. All right, so look at the scoring. We won the game, which is 1 star. We won the game by 21, which is 1 star. We won the game with a shutout, 0 points allowed, which gives us 3 stars before we even get into our player performances. So it's a little bit of a bummer. Justin Forsett with 1 rushing and 1 receiving touchdown, giving him 2 touchdowns, is a 1/2 star. And on the defensive side of the ball, Von Miller got 2.5 sacks, so that is a 1/2 star scoring. That's it. That's 4. That's a +8. Brutal. Brutal that you have all 3 things. To win the game, win by 21, give up 0, and your players can't give you 2 stars worth of scoring. Very, very frustrating. But +4 is a +4. Give me 8 points. Steal away. Hey, maybe we'll be able to get DeAndre Hopkins away from the Bucks. All right, so for our upgrade, we'll find a clean upgrade in a ways. We are going to spend +4 to send 75 hidden dev Adam Thielen. I don't know the dev trait. If it's superstar, that could, let's be honest. At worst, both these guys both have hidden devs. It's going to be equal. If not outright, DeAndre Hopkins has the best. So we're going to spend 4 of our 8 making this upgrade, and I'm going to bank the additional 2 stars. So we now have a wide receiver on the team that has immense upside with DeAndre Hopkins. Now, game 2 of our quadruple header. 5-0 Vegas Raiders, winless LA Rams. Can't have this be our first loss of the season. Look at the Rams, pretty interesting roster, to say the least. They got Bradford at quarterback. But if we're kind of sifting through now, Tavon Austin is as pink slip as it comes. He'd be an awesome get. But having a hard time beyond that, looking for someone that's like, yes, we can go out and win this game. That guy there, 100% is who we want to steal. Chris Long would be cool. I mean, maybe one of these linebackers. Robert Quinn would be pretty badass, to be honest with you. Superstar dev as well. That's about it, man. I mean, you got me, and then you got Mark Barron. Yeah, I guess Mark Barron could be cool. But honestly, I see this one as 5-0 versus 0-5. Don't lose a player with this game. Even if we got to win ugly, not big. Oh, Fletcher caught. Right now, that League. 7th sack of the season for Fletcher Cox. He's at 1. Guess who number 2 is with 6? Von Miller. Remember, like, last year when we were like, hey, let's spend as many upgrade points as we can when we can to upgrade Justin Forsett's carrying so he stops fumbling the football. Yep, I remember that. How about Josh Gordon deep? Of course, he has to jump for some reason. Can't just take that in stride and take it to the house. Boom. Luckily, we got Jordan Campbell says, don't worry. That's just getting us more yards every time you take a sack. Goal to go. Great drive. Now look at Demaryius Thomas here. He should have had a touchdown earlier. Let's see if we can make amends and get him one. Oh. Here we go. Just go Dwayne Ball. Don't worry about it. Tied up at 7. We're the better team. Took a fluke for them to get on the board. As long as no more flukes happen, I think we win this one comfortably. We ran last time in the red zone, trying to get it to Demaryius Thomas. Didn't really work out the best. Oh, it took way too long. Come on, Tom Brady. Am I right, people? Comment, chat. Is Tom Brady cooked, chat? All right, we're going Hail Mary situation. Could be a great chance to get a cheesy interception, half-star scoring. Just double teaming Fletcher Cox. He goes for the end zone. Got enough juice on it. We'll just pat it down. Going to halftime 7-7. There we go. Come on, Demaryius. Get on the end of that, buddy. Why are these so inaccurate? That's twice. Hit the deep ball, and our guy has to do this little bunny hop versus just hit it in stride. Is that old man Brady showing his age a little bit? Not as much juice on them throws. Gotta stop trying to force it to Josh Gordon. I want to so bad, but it's just... he's not that guy yet. It's a good kick. Psych! I don't think we missed once last year. That is our first miss in like a season and a half. So this 0-5 Rams team giving us a little bit of trouble here on the road. But hey, there we go. Jimmy Smith forces the PBU on 3rd down. Defense gets off the field. Here we go. That's what we need. Look, in stride. There's no chance he's getting caught. Finally. That's the size of his you-know-what. Oh, man, we opened this game as like 20-point favorites on the road. Rams are giving us a hell of a game. 3rd and 7 midfield. And then just fucking Bruce Irvin in coverage. Worst thing about a 3-4 is like, if you're not fully locked into the playbook, which I will hold my hands up and say I'm not. Like every now and again, you just like, oh, let's set our edge rusher back as a primary responsibility on the slot wide receiver. That's what's gonna work. I think if we get a stop here, they will kick the field goal. So let's do everything in our power to do that. Michael Kendrick, shoot the gap, buddy. Come on, you got like 90-some speed. Oh, yeah. Von Miller and company. Loss of 3. And they're going to... I don't hate that at all. I respect that. I wish we had old school pink... If this was last year's pink slips, we would get a half star if they don't get this. Mod Fletch closes the pocket, and it's Bruce Irvin makes amends. Oh, it's Levante. Levante and Bruce Irvin getting there. Fuck yeah. Got him. Oh, Demaryius a little bit behind him. Don't matter. He's superstar. And with that, we get a half star for 2 receiving touchdowns for Demaryius Thomas. A full star for Brady, because that puts him over 300 yards and 3 passing touchdowns on the day. Can't be mad at it, man. Over the years, I've accumulated so much slant cheese that we deserve it every now and again. Look at that. Levante David, huge TFL loss of 6. As good as a sack. Clock is rolling. We only have 1 timeout left. Give me that. How are we not picking the fucking ball off, man? I might need to go look at some DB sliders for all Madden. That's probably the only thing, honestly, that I... Here we go, Jordan Poyer. Where's Rachel at? The only thing my biggest complaint probably on all Madden has just been the drop picks. Thank you. Jordan Poyer, the rookie, gets his first career interception. Let's go. Here we go, Jordan. What a beast, man. He might be my favorite player. My favorite, kind of out of nowhere. You guys believed in him before I did type player. Jordan, I mean, he's developed from normal up to a superstar tight end and become a favorite target. Our own Gronk for the Vegas Raiders. He catches everything. Great athlete. Awesome player. But at the end of the day, a game that shouldn't have been close got very close. But a road win is a road win, 26-14. And we honestly could have a surprisingly good star score from this game. Goddamn. Man, we need that 2-pointer. So we won the game, which is worth 1 star. Looking at our player stats, very happy with it at the end of the day. Tom Brady with over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns gets 1 full star. We have Demaryius Thomas, 200 yards is 1 full star. His 2 receiving touchdowns is a half star. And on the defensive side of the ball, league leading in sacks, Fletcher Cox, 2.5 sacks is a half star. Jordan Poyer with the pick is a half star. It's a 4.5 star performance plus 9 upgrade. So close. Looking through all the upgrades, we could have got Tavon Austin, superstar dev, wide receiver for Mariani, but Mariani's kind of been one of the fan favorites, one of our OGs, and I wouldn't get rid of him without you guys voting on that one. So what I am going to do would be the next best upgrade, and that would be a plus 7, sending Bruce Irvin, who is awesome in pink slippy, 25 star. He's never really kind of put it all together, but anytime you do have a 93 speed, 93 acceleration pass rusher, he's going to fit in well with pink slips. But the fact that we can get 2 years younger, 7 overall points better, and a dev trait better here in Robert Quinn, 6'4", 265, who's still a freak in his own right. 83 speed, 95 acceleration, and once he gets his confidence back, that's going to be 91 power move, 92 finesse move. That's just kind of an obvious upgrade. And we're also going to be able, because it's only spending 7 of our plus 9, bank an additional star. So welcome Robert Quinn to the Pink Slips. Also at this time, going to move DeAndre Hopkins up to wide receiver 3. Just haven't got enough out of Josh Gordon for me to be like, well, I feel good about having him start there. We're also going to obviously have Robert Quinn be a starter. I don't think it's going to change our subset. We want Von Miller. Yeah, we'll have Von Miller on one side, Robert Quinn on the other, with Fletcher Cox and Sharif Floyd in the middle. Team trying to prevent us from going 3-0. Winning our first 7 is the Miami Dolphins. Interesting roster. Nothing too crazy. Kind of look for me. I mean, Rodney Hudson. Sure. I mean, Reggie Bush getting up there in age a little bit. Melvin Ingram as a pass rusher could be interesting. But I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing kind of another team where it's just don't lose. What do they got a quarterback? Who? EJ Man. Okay, between EJ Manuel and Vince, I have a buddy who's a Dolphin fan and a Longhorn fan. That would probably be his favorite scenario of all time. But at minimum, I made a promise this season, with how good our team is, at minimum, we were going to lose some games eventually. I'd be very, very shocked if we go undefeated. But anytime we play a team that has a dog shit quarterback, we have to win. We were lucky against the Rams. That game was close, probably because he had an 85 overall quarterback in Bradford. Sub 70 overall, this needs to be belt to ass. All right, Dwayne Bowe, tough catch, go for it. 4th and 5 on their 41. Demaryius Thomas, easy route across the middle of the field. Get hit, don't matter. I don't think anyone with a number 94. I don't think Randy Stark's D tackle should be getting a clutch 4th down stop. Oh, man, we got to... I think let's just keep it aggressive. We can get a first down without having to get in the end zone. That is brutal. I've never seen a D tackle in. Oh, what the fuck, man! Boom! DeAndre Hopkins! Let's go! It's been a minute since we've run a C4 special. Let's see if we can hit it. Justin Forsett. Whoa! Tries again. Man, these Dolphins playing outstanding bendo break. Vontae Davis ain't thinking about retiring at halftime this game. 3rd and goal. I'll say we don't get this. I think we'll just got to cut our losses. I'm telling you. So, it's a meme. Blame it on Brady. But there is definitely been, like, the minus 20 regression that he got hit with. Like, he was hitting these throws last year. That's why I feel confident still throwing them. But that's the regression. Like, right there. Come on, man. Nate Ebner, special teams guy. What? The hell was that? Fullback run. This game feels oddly reminiscent of last week's game where we did kind of take over in the second half, but tightly contested. This is a 1-win Dolphins team, but they are the home team. So let's just kind of go back to our bread and butter. Go back to our meta guys. Jordan Cameron. Mariani's back on the field here a little bit. And let's maybe not have special teamers pick us off on the goal line. That'd be great. Oh, who's this? Dwayne Bowe. Hey, easy does it. Love it. Going gets hot. Put under a little pressure. Losing. Tom Brady goes, all right, we'll tie this up before halftime. No worries. Dolphins get the ball to start the second half opening drive. We got them on 3rd down. Again, we need to remind ourselves, E.J. Manuel, 1-win Dolphins. This needs to be a game where our defense just says, nah. We have one of the best defenses in the league. We need to prove it. Fletcher Cox, league leading. I think that's what, 9.5 sacks right now? He's a monster. He's unstoppable. How about that? How about that, DeAndre Hopkins, for your first grab and touchdown? Beautiful. What a throw. That's probably the prettiest touchdown we've scored all year. Oh, what a ball. Dwayne Bowe, slowest wide receiver in the league, gets a step. You can't have that happen. If you are the Dolphins, getting burnt and cooked over top by an 81 speed wide receiver. That is Pink scoring. That is the 3rd passing touchdown for Tom Brady today, bouncing back from that interception. Wow, 3rd and 1, a razzle-dazzle. What a play call. Is that Devon Bess? Nope. I don't know who that is. That's not the running back, Damian Williams, I'll tell you that. He said we're not beating powerhouses by any means. If you take the combined record of all the teams we've beat on the road to being 7-0, it's not great, but we're winning the games we're supposed to win. And that's all you can do in pink slips. Not lose bullshit games where they end up costing you starting players. But in a meh kind of game, we get a meh kind of score, and we win the game, which is worth 1 star. For our player stats, Tom Brady with 3 passing touchdowns is a half star. Dwayne Bowe with 2 receiving touchdowns is a half star. No scoring, but happy to see DeAndre Hopkins have a great debut. Defensively, 2 sacks for Von Miller is a half star. That is our only scoring, so it ends up being a 2.5 star performance, which is a +5 upgrade. I want to be generous here. I've always thought, like, maybe when we don't spend our max stars, can I bank just like a half star, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that? But because we're on such a heater and a win streak, I'm only going to spend 4 of our +5 here and bring back Rodney Hudson. We're going to send Kyle Cook, 78 normal dev, veteran starting center, and get Rodney Hudson, 24.82 with a star dev. Spent most of his career in real life, probably his peak of his career in real life, you probably could say, with the Raiders. So it's a fitting move to bring him back and really just solidifies us as probably the best offensive line in the NFL. And our streak continues of playing terrible teams. Now, the Broncos have probably been the biggest pain in our ass in this whole series. They always play a lot better. But we literally are playing the teams that have the first, second, and third overall picks as it stands. Rams have number 1. Dolphins have number 2. Broncos have number 3 at 2 and 5. We know their roster. Dontari Poe, Tim Tebow at quarterback. We shouldn't lose. We should be 8-0. Let's go make sure that happens. I'll say just a quick little update because we have league leaders. Tom Brady currently leads the league in yards and touchdowns. We're not going to look at the picks, but look at the sacks. That's where I feel most proud. Fletcher Cox, he's a D tackle. 10 sacks, 8 for Von Miller. Beasts. All right, come on. Let's finish this thing out with a wheel spin. Because I imagine, the second half of this, we're going to play teams that are, at least above 500 with good quarterbacks. So we got to get these wins and stack these wins as we can. I think to finish this out with a 5-star. Let you guys vote on that. That's best case scenario here. Let's live up to our potential. Let's know that we have the best quarterback and best 2 pass rushers in the league. Let's get that 5-star. Oh, look at the blocking. Outstanding at the top by Demarius. He earned that touchdown. If Demarius Thomas doesn't block his ass off, we are getting tackled 10 yards shy of the end zone. This team in particular against the Broncos, they're pissed off. They're sick and tired of the shenanigans that happens every time we play Denver. We're going to beat the ever-living fuck out of them here today. Pardon my French. Oh. Oh, there's no way. There's no way he got his feet down, but if he did. Let's see. Can we get a replay? They're going to give us the close-up here. I think that is probably out of bounds. Oh, 1. They might. Oh, we get it. Let's go. What a catch to Demarius Thomas. You know what? Maybe bringing in someone like DeAndre Hopkins, getting a little bit of shine, that can motivate, Demarius on the other side to step his game up a little bit. Wow. Okay. Didn't like how easy that was, but I like our offense. I like our offense to score every time they get the football. Tom Brady's in his X factor, which means you throw a slant, all caution to the wind. How do we just... I will say, there are some penalties. I've never played with Tom Brady, ever, in Madden. There are some PIs and roughing the passer calls that I've never got in my life. Now that I have Tom Brady as my quarterback, they happen every couple weeks. We'll get one. That is the worst PI call I've ever seen. But we're going to take it. And we're going to get we're going to drop a touchdown. Jordan Cameron. Boom. Oh, dude. Oh. No. On the 1. Are you fucking... Oh, my God. Whatever. Pad our stats. Get scoring. That is... Oh. We end up losing somehow. That might be play of the season. Oh, no. Tebow time. That's fine. Still 3rd and long. Could be 4-down territory, honestly. Getting late 3rd quarter here. Down a couple scores. Don't know how much a field goal helps them. Especially for how their defense has been playing. Give me that pick. Oh, piece is incomplete. What are they going to do? Settle? Wow. Don't know about that. Ooh, big rod. Just for set. Is he at 100 yet? If he's not, he's very close. That's that 1/2 star that we need. Or we'll just go to force it out the backfield, and that, with that receiving yards, that's going to give him more than enough. And 3rd passing touchdown of the game for Tom Brady, the hat trick, 1/2 star. That's a 1-star play right there. It's not a good job, though. Like, these long, methodical drives, not great for them because they need to score quickly, but they are chipping away, which limits our time to kind of run the score up offensively. Very annoying. Wow. What a drive, Mr. Tebow. 4th and 19 in Bronco territory. Shit. Well, I think they survived the 5-star, but I don't know. Our pass rushers got out to the QB. Could be close. But second straight episode, 4-0, perfect. Winning games against bad teams, though. Can't gas ourselves up too much. We aren't going to see teams like this in the playoffs. And they frustratingly made it not as one-sided as I hoped. So we get 1 star for winning the game. Looking at our player stats, Tom Brady for getting 3 touchdowns is a half-star. Justin Forsett, 100 yards rushing, is a half-star. He has 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 through the air, giving him a half-star. Demaryius Thomas, over 100 yards receiving, gets a half-star. On the defensive side of the ball, a hat trick of sacks from Von Miller is a half-star, but that is it. It is a 3.5-star performance, only a +7 upgrade. The Broncos survive. Ooh, before we do any upgrades, Von Miller gets Defensive Player of the Week, which gives us 2 upgrade points on any non-physical stats. So let's give him something good here. Honestly, he has 95 base power move. Might as well bring that up to 97. And that upgrade does take him from a 97 overall up to a 98 overall. The other downside of this is I just spent 20 minutes trying to find every little min-max upgrade I potentially could have on this Broncos roster. I got 2 that fit within like a +7 from a player on our team to a player on their team that would be a meaningful upgrade. One is trying to bring back Patrick Robinson. That's only spending +6, so we'd be giving away a point, but you can make an argument for our secondary that we're trying to improve. Patrick Robinson, 80 star dev P-Rob, has been on our team. We lost him to the Broncos. That would be a nice upgrade. The only way to spend all 7 is to finally get Tim Tebow on the team. Now, I'm not saying that Tim Tebow, again, Tom Brady's our quarterback as long as he's here. I'm not saying that Tim Tebow is even that great of a successor. This is more of, I'm a Florida Gators fan, and having Tebow on the roster, maybe we get a weird pink slips. Maybe we get a Monstars, right? And we say, you know what, with that Monstars, why don't we get 98 catching and throw it on Tebow and move him to tight end? Get weird. I feel like we can get a little bit more creative with Tim Tebow, but also you can make the same argument for Terrell Pryor as a backup quarterback option here. But that's what happens, man. We should have beat the shit out of them. We should have won a 5-star, should have been a +10 minimum. If it was +10 minimum plus a wheel spin, we might be looking at stealing 90 X Factor Don Terry Poe. But we are stuck here with a modest win, dealing with modest upgrades. So with that, I'm going to pin this in the top comment there in the video below. You guys vote. You let me know what upgrade we steal away from the Denver Broncos, and we'll kick off the next video with whatever you guys vote on. I don't know. It could be Tebow time, personally. But P-Rob at corner, we can always use more depth and more talent in the secondary. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Sorry on the weird upload schedule this week. I'm dealing with the cold a little bit. And it's also just the depressing time as a football YouTuber where, like, literally there's not really much to do for another 2 weeks until the draft happens. So all that combined, thank you very much for supporting my videos, watching my content, and I'll see you back here on the next one with a rebuild this weekend. Hopefully, 20-year rebuild, Jacksonville Jaguars, likely Sunday. I'll see you then. Peace out.